to show up. In the meantime, oh, there's video. Good. Let's launch our different, what do you call it here? Live chat. Chat windows. That's what I was going for. Chat windows. Chat window. Activate source. Okay. Let's do our tests. Test 1. Oh, sorry. I didn't hit the activate button. I have to hit that. There we go. Now we have to do that again because that did not count. Test 1. There it is. That's test 1. Excellent. Let's do test 2. And we see it. And let's do test 3. And we see it. We are good. Close that. Oh no. I just crashed the whole thing. Sorry. My fault. I forgot to just shrink it as opposed to closing it. So that's fine. I know it works. So I just have to relaunch it. And then I just have to click this button again. And there it is. Okay, perfect. So we can go ahead and close that window. I can hit this button. Hello, hit that button. Let's come here and we're going to say enter, 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 enter. I don't think I pasted it there. Enter, enter, and that's it, right? Yes, done. Close. And one more place I have to go is here. Enter this. Oh, and I see the live thing. That's good. And that is posted, and we are good. And I actually silenced my phone on time. Excellent. So I'm just waiting for Instagram to finish, but there's no reason to wait for that, where I can just hit, let's see, that, and we should be good. And did that post? Looks like it did. Okay, close. All right, let's see. There we go. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do something a little different tonight. Let me get a quick sip of water, and then I'll explain what we're doing here. Hold on. Oh, man, I'm so thirsty. Okay, so what we're doing, sorry if I clapped really near the mic. Sorry about that. Is as you can see, I just have a basic, in fact, let me group this. Just a basic head. Okay, come on. I don't know why it defaults like that. Just a basic head structure here. I've seen a lot of people, artists that I follow, pasting spacemen and spacewomen and astronauts and all this cosmonauts and stuff. And it really made me think, oh, you know what? I want to just do something, because a lot of times I have kind of almost a fully ready to go sketch. And this time I'm going to actually just literally doodle. The whole thing that this is called is doodling. But this is going to be actual doodling, where I just have this basic head and shoulder shape. And I'm going to just start kind of building a space helmet and maybe the top of a spacesuit around it. Just simple, but without anything really pre-laid out. I'm just going to kind of mess around with it and see what we get. It might be junk. A lot of doodling, a lot of sketches are crap that I do, and I end up not doing them. So this may become something, or it may be nothing, and that's fine. So we'll just start out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a white layer in between here, just so that I have kind of a nice, or that's definitely not white. There we go. Let me do a white layer, just to make a nice like frosted there, just so I have a light line there. And then on here, I'm going to go ahead and do the symmetry. And I'm going to start to kind of form a helmet, like an idea of what a helmet would look like. And there's really no, I don't know if I want to start with the visor. Maybe I do want to start with the visor. What would the visor look like for this? I don't know. I don't want to have just, I could just do a spherical shape, but that's boring. So I think I want to do something like, I have a white pencil going. That's pointless. There we go. In fact, let's do a black pencil so it stands out from the actual head. So I just want to see, I'm just going to mess around with some different shapes and see what makes sense. This is the glass part of the helmet. You know what, that's not too bad as a starting point. It's not quite realistic because you wouldn't have a lot of peripheral vision. So let's make it a little bit higher and maybe angle it a little bit so it looks more like an actual helmet, and it probably wouldn't go that far down. So something like that maybe? Yeah, that's okay. I kind of like that shape in general. And I like that there's like an angular element right here, like a straight line, because this is supposed to be a helmet. So this is, I'm just gonna mess around with different shapes and different ideas here. So the ears are obviously going to be covered, but I put them there just to have an idea of where the outside of the helmet will need to go. So I kind of feel like I want something that's sectional, that has pieces to it. So maybe something that comes down like this. That's too far. I don't want it to be that quite straight. I want it to almost have like a little bit of an angle to it. No, not like that though. Hold on, I have to think about this. Hold on, oh, you know what? Let's try some. I'm gonna try to follow the general lines of the face, so that even if you don't see these face lines later, you kind of have a sense of it. Now this may change. This is just me doing basic opening stuff. This is what I mean about this is just a sketch. There's no real anything to this yet. But I do kind of want to have. Let me think about this. I'm trying to visualize this in my head as I'm doing it. So I almost want to have something that links up, like some kind of piece here that links up to the audio receivers, which would cover the ears, or at least appear to cover the ears. So something like that. Except I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be more like this, like a pod cover. Something like that for the outside. And like I said, I'm just building pieces in here. Not really concerned with what it's looking like overall yet. So then something, well, I'm just gonna, I gotta be outside of the face though. So something like this that kind of angles up and joins up there. See, I'm just trying to make it because, you know, it would sit outside the head. And then as far as the rest of this goes, it would be something like this, and it would just come up. Okay, well, I lost it at the end there, but hold on. I had it for a minute. Bring this up. Generally just follow this to there, and like that. All right, okay, so that's kind of the basics of it. But then I would have something like this that would meet up there. And then if this is in fact glass, it probably should have some kind of, I don't know, just accent pieces. So something like this. And like this. And these aren't actually things that serve any purpose. They're just more like cool looking things type of stuff. So let's see. And then maybe we would have some kind of gasket element here. I don't know exactly what these are doing, but I'm going to put them there. Maybe there's some kind of vents. Actually, if they're vents, they wouldn't face that way. They would be more like this. There we go. And then put a line across like that. See if that... Okay, good. I thought it was going to straighten out on me. We'll have that come around like that. So those will be like vents for the outside. And then, let's see. I don't know if I quite... Yeah, the ear things have to get adjusted. Those don't look right at all. So let's go in here and let's just get rid of all that because you would not see any of this. That would not look like that. This would not be here. So if anything, that goes behind. Where is that part? There it is. So this would join up with that, like that. Something like that, yeah. And then what I probably need is a kind of inner following seal that just basically follows along with this glass part, and it can link up to there. Yep, that makes sense to me. I do need to finish this off. I don't know why I left this like that. That doesn't look right. Let's make that look correct so that it joins up. Don't want a sharp point, but I do want a meet up point for that. Is that this? This, okay. And then this will come off of here and we'll follow this down like that. That links up there. Oh, sorry, I just slammed right into the mic with my hand. Sorry about that. That was not intentional. Okay. So then, let's see here. Down here, we're going to fix this. That's this layer. Okay, I've got to fix that. That doesn't look right at all. Take that out. Let's round that out a little bit more evenly. There we are. Yep, so we've got that there. All right, let me think about this. I mean, that's just a basic space helmet, but we need to do way more than that because, just because that's too simple for me. I don't like, I shouldn't say I don't like, I gotta add more to it. This is just too basic at the moment for what I want it to be. There it is. Let's just erase these lines. Just trying to get a nice clear look at what I'm doing here. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I mean, it's something about that part down there has to, you know what it is? I know what it is. Let's do this. It has to link up somehow. So what I want to do is something, not the eraser. There we go. Have this come up, and this is going to join up there. We're going to get a line that's going to come off of there. And that goes to there. And then from here, we need something that comes up, and that comes up. Yep, that's better. I like that. I think what we'll do is down here, we will have some kind of speaker module. So we'll just make a series of circles that will act as kind of a radio, or like a little amplifier, speaker holes, speaker grill, I guess. And that will have a amplified sound that comes out. So I'll fill that with like little speaker stuff. But so when you speak, it would come out from the front, kind of where generally your mouth is. So that'll be right there. Let me turn the assist, or let me go one circle. Okay, we'll do a central circle here. Make that a circle. Let's go ahead and center that just so we have it. So yeah, that's going to be a speaker grill or speaker module. And let's do one more circle. Put that at the base, like that. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't need that. That's unnecessary. That's fine like that. Okay, so that's where the vocals would come out. So like I said, I'll do a little cross hatching in here so you can tell it's a speaker, but I can do that whenever. So that would be the speaker part for when you talk. It comes out the front. That way it's generally, like I said, where you're supposed to be coming from. And then as far as the rest of the helmet goes, let me think about this for a minute. Let me think. I don't want to just leave the whole top of that empty like that. I want there to be more to it, but I don't quite know what yet, so I'm thinking about this. You know what? Let's do while I'm kind of considering that. Where are those pieces? There they are. So we'll take this. We're going to go ahead and erase that there and there and there and there, and that should have matched on the other side. Yes, it did. Okay. So let's think about this. There's got to be something. I mean, I don't want to overcomplicate it. I don't want to make it intricate just to make it intricate. You know what I think? I don't know. I want to try something here. Hold on. I just want to look at an alternate idea for something. Okay. Let's duplicate this. Let's turn that one off. Let's erase the rounded parts for a moment. Let's just try a more squared off look. I don't know that that's going to look better. In fact, it probably won't, but I'm just kind of curious if I make this boxier what it looks like. So something like this that encompasses the ear. instead of the rounded parts. I don't know that that's better. I don't know that that's better. I don't know that it's worse. I just don't know if it's better. The nice part is I have both of them there, so it really doesn't matter. So if I were to keep it like this, am I on that layer? Yes. If I were to keep it like this, let's say we did something that came up and joined there, and something that joined there. Ooh, I don't like that at all. So let's make it more like this meets up there. That is better. That I can live with better. Now, what if it's angled like, oh, that's interesting. Does that look better? It's kind of a middle ground. What if I do, hold on, I'm curious about this now. If I just take all this out, and what if I make this more of a curve that meets up with the square? So something like that. Ooh, that might not be bad. I might be okay with that. I mean, I still have both options, so it's perfectly fine. So I'm okay either way. Yeah, I'm all right with that. But I now looking at it. No, okay. No, I'm okay. The top part, I still have to have more there. And I feel like the speaker part of this should maybe be sealed off somehow. There should be more to it than just that. So let's try this. And what if we basically do this? Or maybe not like that. Let's try it like this. Let's go up like this. Feed that in there. Right? And then we will do this. Okay. So see there, the speaker part is by itself. We can do a single joint that goes like, well, not like that. That looks odd. So something like that. And then in this part, we take this, actually, instead of erasing it, I'm going to just go ahead and mask it off. Oh, of course. Mask with a pencil is not a good idea. There we go. Something like that. Right? Okay. Yep. Okay, I'm okay with this. Yep, I'm just looking at it to see if there's anything that sticks out as bad. Now I don't like that single line. So let's do, where is that line? Hold on, I gotta find it. This one. Let's go ahead and do the second line. I feel like with all the other ones having second lines, this looks odd if it doesn't. So we'll go ahead and do that. That looks more like it's in keeping with the rest. So that's fine. You know, that's not a bad idea. Is this the same thing? Yes. Okay. Oh, I just noticed that that's there. Look at that. Let me just see if this looks okay like this. I feel like I have bottom firing speaker grill too. Almost like, yeah, you know what? Hold on. I did it wrong, but I think it'll work. Something like this. 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 Nope, you know, well, let's see, hold on. That's that, right? All right, let's just see. If I cut this out, and then I do, what do we need to do it here, 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 here. Okay. Now what if I do this? All right, and then I just need to take out that. That might be okay. I don't hate that. Again, as a speaker thing, because it's kind of like the front-facing ones are like the tweeters for the high end, the mid, and then the bottom parts are kind of projecting the bass down. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Okay, so now we still have this big empty space up here, and I just fundamentally do not like how empty that is. I want to look at something. I want to look at actual, you can't see this, but I'm looking up NASA helmets. But I have a feeling they are actually just blank. All right, here we go. NASA helmets. Let's take a look. Yeah, they really don't have much of... I mean, they do, but not really for something like this. I mean, the actual NASA helmets that have things that I'm looking at here, they're not these type of helmets. These are the big kind of rounded helmets. And a lot of them do not have anything on the kind of dome part on the top. They're just round. Yeah, they really don't. Some have a couple of instruments here and there, but it's very, very... I mean, there's nothing. I'm looking. And, yeah, I mean, there's a couple that have like a nozzle of some kind, but not really. That's what I'm just looking at, you know. Some of these have flashlights, but I don't like the look of that. That's not what I'm going for. But yeah, there's the big kind of really big headwear. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these are not. A lot of these are very just smooth. Like space helmets. I'm just looking at space helmets, and a lot of these, they just have a visor, which I don't, that's not this type of mask. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, so I'm looking at ones that have stuff on the domes, and a lot of it is like stormtrooper looking stuff. There aren't a lot that have things like what I'm thinking for this. It just doesn't make sense. No, none of this stuff makes sense for that. You know, there's some Dead Space type of thing. Because these are big, chunky helmets. Which is fine. Or like, you know, Warhammer type stuff. Again, fine, but that's not what this is. This is meant to be more like a Planet of the Vampires type of thing. Wow, that is Space Marines. That's a interesting looking mask that person created for that. Yeah, none of this makes sense for this. Nope. So I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to force it. There's no point in forcing it if it doesn't look right. I am going to have some kind of, I don't know what, some kind of insignia or, you know, some kind of logo is going to have to go in this area. And that's fine. And I could have some kind of painterly effect coming down or something like that. But actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's just take a look, shall we? Let's just see how things look. What if we just do an arc that kind of comes down and comes out? Yeah. No, I don't like it. No, it just doesn't make sense. Just like a simple logo, something in a circle here would make more sense. No. I'm just trying to center it, guys. I'm just trying to center it. There we go. Yeah, something like that. That's going to be the logo. That'll be better. Yeah, I guess I just don't need anything there. I just don't. All right, so, okay, so we got the helmet in place. So let's just do... Let me go in here and let me do a mask. Let me get the paint. Let me just mask this stuff out just so that I can see what this looks like with just the helmet there. Okay, that would be covered. Just getting rid of anything that would be covered. Yep, okay. And then this is the body. So there's really not much to get rid of here. Just really that. Yeah, that's about it. And then, what's this? Oh, wait, I missed some. This. Oop, no, go to the mask. Okay. Get rid of that. And then, this is like the shadow layer here. So if I mask that, that's really just more of this. Okay, well, let's not go quite that far in. I do need to have some shadow. Actually, I'm going to leave that because I do need to have some shadows in here. So there will be shadows of some kind. Let's go ahead and do the face. Just so I've got it. And I'm going to do this over here. Even though I do have it under there, I'm going to go ahead and just sketch this out in the black. so that I can have the lines I want. Yeah. Actually, instead of that, what I should do is that. Yeah. Have it coming from inside. And then bring that down. That's the mouth there. Bring this like that. And this is just the basics of the face, so we have something. Right. Do a line there. No, don't do that. Okay, let's turn off. Oh, what I do need to do is this. Get rid of that. Get rid of all that. Maybe those shouldn't come like that. Yeah, I don't think those shouldn't be like that. I'm going to stick with my original idea for that line. Just have it like this. Yeah, better. Turn that off. Turn this off for a minute. Yeah. Okay, so that's the basics of the face in there. Okay. All right. I don't know. Hold on. You know what? I'm overthinking this. This is supposed to just be fun. This is just supposed to be a fun doodle. So what am I? I am way overthinking this. Okay. So now, the space. Let's see. So let's do some shadow stuff. Turn the shadows back on. So let's do another thing now. I'm not going to do an assist on this. We're just going to kind of have this go up. And then we'll have this coming up like that. And then on this side, we'll have it coming like that. Yeah, because I don't want it to be all just, it shouldn't be symmetrical. There should be some kind of angle to it. So I'm just playing around here. Just seeing how this is going to look. Ooh, I just thought of something. You know what? I was looking, wow, this is interesting. I hadn't thought about this till right now. Earlier this morning, I was looking at something, and okay. So, even though this is way ahead, I do want to have, before I forget this, I was looking earlier today at something, and I thought, oh, I would love to do a certain kind of color scheme. So kind of an off-white. That's probably not even right. Let me see. Probably should even be lighter than that with less saturation. Yes, something like that. Something like that. With like a deep copper or something. Which is a tricky shade to get right. It's tough to get. Okay, something like that. That's not bad. Okay, hold on. Something like this, but that's probably going to get altered. And then just pure black for the accent pieces. I was thinking about this. So something like, just off the top of my head here. Let's go down here. Do that. Something like this. The helmet, most of the helmet would be this kind of beige color. And I'm just now realizing that is completely off. Hold on a minute. Top of that head is not right. This has to get fixed. This needs to get fixed. This should not be that pointy. I didn't notice it when I did it, but I'm seeing it now. Let's bring back the head. Turn the mask off for a minute. Yeah, I'll turn the color off for a minute. Where's the color? Turn the color off for a minute. Yeah, that's way off. So let's go to the pencil. Is that this? Yes. That definitely needs to be more of a rounded shape. Not pointy. Better. God, I can't believe I didn't notice that before. Okay. So write something like this in the paintbrush. See, and then have this all around. And this would be that color. And then, like, for example, this color would be where the logo is. So see something like this. But then like the black accents, like those black lines would be accent lines. Something like that. And then like certain pieces. For example, if I took this and I did, like this would be this color. Like all this would be this color type of thing. Okay, well that's obviously way too big a pencil for that. Yeah. This is just spitballing this. But I had seen this color combination on something and I really liked it. And this is not going to be the final color either. I have to look up. In fact, I might as well just do it. What is copper? There is a color code for copper when you're doing this stuff. It would have to be like hex code. So hex code copper. Here we go. Actually, wow, that's really close. That's really close. But I think what I'm actually going for is something like this. Let me see. Value. And the value would be... that value is delta 49. Wait, delta? Yeah. Alpha 64. So something like that. Okay, that's close. I was close. So something like that. Yeah. I mean, both colors would work. It really doesn't matter. Is that too light? Maybe that's too light. Let's try this one. That looks a little... No, actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, no, that looks right. That looks like the color I saw this morning. It doesn't look like it up close, but when I back it off and I see it compared to the beige or whatever that color is, I got to look that up too, because I think it's like eggshell color. I don't even know what you would call that. But see, something like where all the accent lines would be like this, and then those black lines would be black lines, and those would be the black accent parts. Now, let me look up color hexa. Okay. Enter any color value. I don't know, off white. Does it have such a thing? Yeah, okay, well, I guess it'd be closer to beige then, even though beige is a terrible color. Ooh, no. See, that's not right. No, that is not the color I'm going for. I know you can't see this. I'm looking at this color. What's the word for it? This color gradient examples, color blender colors. Safe colors. None of these are quite. No. Ooh, no. See, these are really ugly. These are ugly. I think I've got it closer with what I'm doing. I'm just going to close this. This is just, it's just hurt my eyes. Okay. Eesh. All right. Anyway. So yeah, so this would be the accent color would be this kind of coppery, goldy, whatever color here. Oh, that's way too big. Let's try this one. Yeah, so something like this would be the kind of accent color. Oh, no, don't alter it. Just try to switch pens there, buddy. Just try to switch pens. And then the black lines would be black lines, but see, that's how it would go. And then here, this would actually be this color is correct. I just have to figure some things out with that, but that is basically right. So I kind of like, and then I'll have thick black lines separating, and that'll be kind of the midpoints. But I kind of like that as a general starting point. Like that color combination is what I'm going for. So that's actually correct. And then I will probably need a fourth color for certain things, but we'll get to that. Let's concentrate on what we're doing here. So where I can kind of go a little nuts, or nuttier, is in the, let me finish my shading stuff here, which was, where was I doing that? No, where did I start doing that? I did it somewhere, here, yep, okay. So like something like this, and then shade that in, and that would follow up to here, like that. Shade that in, and this does not have to be symmetrical. It could be, and it wouldn't bother me, but I don't. Man, do I want it to be symmetrical? I don't think I do. I think I want it to have a little bit of a difference to it. I think that's okay in this case. So let's through here. That comes down. Yep. Okay. Right. Bring this up. And that's going to be shaded in one way or another. I don't know what it'll do for that exactly. And then probably the same thing here. We have something coming up and up. And that. And that'll have some shading to it. Yep. And then that'll come down. This will come down. And that'll have some shading to it. Right. Just so there's some kind of shadow work. You know, something like this would come up. Do that. Got some shading there. Do a little bit here. And that can go right to the edge. That's okay. I don't mind that. Bring this up. Yeah, this is working out okay. See, this is exactly what I want to do. I wanted to do something where you're really seeing how much just kind of playing around there is to getting some of this stuff that sketches are rarely done. You know, you usually don't see this much of the construction of it when I do stuff, and a lot of artists don't. A lot of artists get to a point and they start from what would be basically almost a finished sketch, but with most of the stuff blocked in. And that's what I've done most of the time too. But that's not what the process is. This is the process, is really just going through and going, okay, what am I going to do with this? How is this going to look? And seeing what looks good and what doesn't. And that can be tremendously boring. This has been okay because I've kind of thought of things as I went along, but I've had sketches where I've worked like this and it's been miserable because nothing's working. Nothing works. That's when I was kind of dreading that it might be like that because I can't always tell. I'll get a drink real quick. But that's the thing is, you know, but at the same time, I think it is beneficial to see that so that you can see that there are artists who can knock out sketches right away and they don't really have to struggle with it. This has been relatively easy. I shouldn't say good, relatively easy for me compared to some of the sketches I've struggled with. This doesn't look bad. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. I'm fine with that, but it's usually not that kind of, I don't want to say easy, but smooth is a better word. All right, let's go ahead and let's do, I'm trying to figure out how the rest of it's going to look. Now, see, this might be the part that trips me up. So, yeah, I just said all this stuff about, oh, this is going for it. This is where it might trip me up. You know what? Before I do that, just because I like these colors, let's just do the color stuff, just general color stuff, just so that we can kind of see what it looks like. I kind of like the idea of just doing the basic mock-up of this. And I'm not going to worry about the colors being in places that they're not supposed to be, because whatever, we'll fix all that. This is just, you know, this is not finished, so I don't care. But just kind of seeing where I want these colors to lay in. So see, I would do that there. Actually, I really should be mirroring this because these are the same. So I can mirror this stuff, and it's fine. See, but I'm going to need another color for some of these other elements, which I'll figure out when I have to, which I don't have to yet. Alright, so we do this. And we do this. Just bring that in there. And we kind of fill this out. And some of these colors could change in theory. They don't necessarily have to stay this way. But, yeah. So let's just fill that in. Like the speaker grill, I'm not going to make that one of these colors. That's going to be something else. Let's fill this in because I didn't have the what do you call it on at that point. Switch back to this color just so you can get an idea of what this is. Of where I'm going with this, what I'm thinking with this, that type of thing. I'm not worried about the colors bleeding. It's not a big deal at this point. This is all just kind of idea stuff. Oh, 39 minutes, okay. Pretty well. Probably going to aim for an hour. I usually say that before now, but... and I think I'm going to do an earlier stream on Thursday. That is the tentative plan, which would probably be this. I heard something. Hey, Fate Waves, how are you? Good evening. I'm noodling around. This is a very, very just loose sketch. I don't know how long you've been here. Yeah, I am well. Thanksgiving was great. How was yours? I hope yours was peaceful and free of political infighting, which unfortunately, especially in a year like this, is one of those things where I was kind of dreading that it wasn't going to be smooth, but fortunately, and I'm very happy to say, there was no political nothing, which I was very, very happy about. I just don't want to hear it from anybody. This whole year has just been that, and I just wanted a break. Fortunately, I got it. Nobody said nothing, which was great, because I just don't care, and I don't care to hear it. So that was pleasant, and I wasn't sure if it would be or not, so I was very happy about that. So Thanksgiving was very good. A lot of good food, which is really the main goal of Thanksgiving, I think, for most people, is just to pig out a bit. Did that. The food was very good. We watched football, which I could not care less about, but whatever. Watched it. Don't even remember who was playing. Oh, wait. No, it was Green Bay. I remember the Green Bay game. I remember because they were playing Miami, who looked like they were not happy to be in cold weather. Because, yeah, I'd say Green Bay at 30-something degrees was quite a difference from how the Miami players are used to playing. So, yeah, I don't think they were losing when we left. We didn't watch the whole thing. And I understand why. Because, yeah, I'd imagine if you're used to playing in Miami weather, and now suddenly you're playing in Green Bay weather, they were wearing these huge, warming coats and stuff, because I don't remember, they at one point put the stats on the screen that the coldest, I think, game that Miami had played up to this point had been like 50 something, and then they were in this. So yeah, I don't think they were thrilled, and I did feel kind of bad for them, because that can't be a lot of fun to go from playing in really warm weather, which you're used to less warm weather. All right, so let's see. Let's Let's just put some skin tone in here. Just basic skin tone. This is behind everything. Yes. Oh, wait, I didn't do an assist on that. I should have. Okay. Just to fill this in. So we'll put some skin tone in here. There we go. Ooh, I just had an idea. You know, I'm going to write this before I forget. Put this up here. Sun. Oh, come on. Sun Ra space is the place. That's where this astronaut is going to be based. Okay, got it. That's a reference point for me. So I've got it. I have to go and look up there's a planet. Well, let's start with Sun Ra. Sun Ra was a fascinating individual if you've never heard of him. Look him up. Wait, did I just... he was a musician who... Oh boy, I mean, there's so much to Sun Ra, I would need an hour just to talk about it. So I will just say, go look up who Sun Ra was. Or depending on your concept of the afterlife is. But Sun Ra made, I think, a few films, but the one that most people know is called Space is the Place. And it was about Sun Ra coming to, well, I think at the time, modern day Earth. And, oh, I screwed that up. I'm going to round the lips off here. And assembling people to go to a planet. Oh, let's see. I heard something. Oh, hey, Timber Dragon. Well, thank you. I didn't even realize I hit 50. It probably alerted me, but I didn't notice it. I don't generally pay attention to the subscriber numbers. I mean, if I suddenly saw that I went from whatever I had to 0, I might be more concerned. But thank you. 50 is great. 50 is fantastic. Let me look something up. Yeah, no, okay, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's a good starting point, yeah. Yeah, space is the place. I don't know if there was a logo for it. Let me see, because if it is, it's going to go on that helmet. Space is the place. Let me just look really quick. Here it is. Interstellar travel musician lands on Earth and duels with an evil overlord for the souls of people. That's it. Yep. Sun Ra. Was there a symbol? Okay, lands on a new planet. Known as the Orchestra. Did they name the planet? I don't think they do. Interesting. Well, I'll have to come up with something for that then. There was a planet, but it doesn't appear that the planet is ever named that I can see. No, it doesn't look like it. I don't see a name for it, so I'm gonna guess no. Yeah, no, the chat box. I am relatively sure. Ooh, I know what I can use for it. I'm relatively sure I have figured out the chat box thing. It's just a matter of there's just a certain order to things, and I think now that I've done that particular order of things in the last two, and the chat box has worked. So I think as long as I stick to it, I actually started the stream, realized I hadn't done it correctly, stopped it immediately before it was up for long, and then corrected it, and it's worked. So yeah, I think that's the key. Oh, this is interesting. How do I do this? Okay, you know what? I know how to do it. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's get the black pencil back. Let's go up to here. Let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to look at that symbol. Okay. So, interestingly, oh, that's a great idea. I got it. Okay. That's not, okay, good. I don't want the assist on. I just need to make another circle. Right? It's too much of an ellipse. It wouldn't make a circle. Hold on. Gotta make it so it'll actually give me the circle prompt. There we go. So circle. So we're gonna center that circle. Center it in there. Right? And then, so the way it looks on his helmet, it's gonna be slightly different, but pretty close. So then I need to make a smaller circle. Inside that circle, there we go. Yeah, that's about right. No, a little smaller. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Hold on. Center it. There we go. Okay, so then the outside kind of goes up. I know you can't see this, but you'll see this. Oh no, it goes straight. It's straight. Okay, so these are straight. Okay, so these are straight. Well, I think I only did one stream a week the last, I think, 2 weeks, so it may seem like longer than it is. It probably hasn't been that long. I mean, it's probably been a little bit, but there were 2 weeks there where I only did one stream during the week, so there were less streams. I'm planning on doing another one on Thursday earlier, so there should be 2 this week, but that could be why. Hey, that's okay. They're always on the YouTube channel. They're going to end up there. Whatever works for people. That's the thing, is I don't really, okay. Bear with me 1 second. I just gotta grid this down a little bit. I don't expect people to make every stream, and that's okay. I mean, people have lives. There's lots of people who do streams that I try to catch, and a lot of them I can't catch them. They're just, at the times they do them, it just doesn't work out. So I kind of feel bad for, the people that I subscribe to, and there's a lot of them that I barely catch any of their streams. So I appreciate anybody even making the effort. That is okay. All right, so that goes up. And then there'll be another one about here. And then let's see now. I gotta figure this part out, but I can figure this out in a second. Okay, so those should be about, you know what? I think it's thicker than that. I think it's supposed to be thicker than that. Hold on. Oh, let me turn this off. Turn the assist off. So, no, I appreciate you coming by at all, Timber. That's okay. But yeah, that's probably why. It's because the timing's been a little off lately. Or a little different, I should say. Not off, but different. Just because of the way time has allowed it. Okay, let's do that. I'm not going to worry about the fact those are different heights. All right, Timber, thank you for coming by. Have a good night. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you for saying hello. Okay, so middle. It's okay. I'm almost done anyway, I think. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this. We'll do a flip. And then on this one, I'm going to erase this side. And on this one, I'm going to erase this side. And now they're equal. Now I can merge that down. Now I can switch to symmetrical. And then, hold on, I have to look at the things really quick. Oh, okay, so they kind of round at the top. Well, that's easy enough to do. So we round the top here. Perfect, okay. And then they kind of come inwards. And the only thing I can't really tell, hold on, I'm trying to look at something here. Let me see if I get a better picture of that helmet. That's the only trick is, oh, there we go. Yes, there is a line. Okay. So basically, that's okay. So I come like this, and like this. And then this comes straight down. Not like that's not straight. I'll straighten it like that. And this comes straight down, and that's like that. And then you basically do, yeah, that's okay. Just do symmetrical lines like this. Yeah, and then it kind of goes around. Oh, so it just ends. Okay, no, I got it. Okay, this makes sense. This is following what his helmet was. So I'm just trying to make sure I follow it correctly. Okay. No, I definitely, now I have an idea of what I'm doing. So now, okay, so what I need to do is, oh, I see, so there's an outline to it. You know what, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that's okay. I don't think I have to make it exact. I think that's, but I do have to make a second circle that comes inside of this one so that I can do the Egyptian motif that he has on his stuff. And so that will come straight across. So I need to go here, and go up one, and switch this to a 2D grid. And probably you know what? Hold on, I'm looking at something. Hold on, I gotta just check something here. That might be okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. So now, we need to come across. Oh, I didn't turn on. Gotta turn on the assist there, genius. So we do this, and this, and the nice part is, this is still gonna fit inside of my black and the black motif for this because these are Egyptian lines, which I'm gonna fix in a minute because they won't look like this in the end. But they look good now. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we need to fill in. Oh, turn the wrong assist. I need symmetry back. Still on the assist, good. So we fill this in. And so what I'm doing here, just so it's, because I don't know if it's clear, is I'm basing this on Sun Ra the musician's helmet from the movie Space is the Place. And one of the things that Sun Ra was very much into was Egyptian kind of icon. Ooh, look at that. It actually fit perfectly. I didn't even plan that the bottom bar and the top bar will both be black. That is fantastic. Once in a while, intuition just takes over. So I'm basing this loosely on the headpiece that he wore in the film, and I think in some of his performances as well. So now, oh, whoa, that was way too heavy. So I just gotta clean this up. So that's the plan, is that this astronaut is going to be, I just don't think that they ever named the planet in the movie. I will look, they may have. But anyway, there was a movie made called Space is the Place, which was basically more or less, depending on how you look at it, was Sun Ra's kind of manifesto on establishing a safe planet for black people to go to, because in the time where he made the movie, there was still a lot of really horrible, overt racism happening. Not that there isn't racism anymore. I'm not implying that it suddenly ended. But at that time, there was just a lot of turmoil and stuff going on. And so this was kind of his thing, where it was like he came as a representative from another planet to bring other black people to this safe planet where they could live in peace. And that was the idea of the movie. And so this symbol here is partially, is inspired by his helmet that he wears when he comes. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Yeah, I'm good with that. So what I will probably do is, this is the part I gotta figure out, is how this is gonna look. Because I don't want it all to be the same color. I think what I'll end up doing, just looking at the actual helmet he's wearing, just getting a sense of what I want to do here. Yeah. I think what I need to do, let me close this for, let me look at my time. Oh yeah, coming up on it. So, we're almost there. So, where is the helm here? There it is. So I think what I will do is get that really thin pen and, oh, is that the circle? That might be the circle. It is. So I want to cut that circle right there, round that, and then cut the circle and round it here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We got it now. We got it now, baby. We got it. So now, let's go ahead and we're going to take that color out so that there's some separation there. Do the same thing here. See, that gives us that nice kind of separation there. Oh, I have to cut that too. So where is that? What are the other circles? There they are. Let's go ahead and merge these circles. Let's go ahead and do a mask on that, just so that we don't have to destroy everything. I'm an idiot. There we go. That's what we want in a mask. Nice, bold pen. Gets rid of it. There we go. There we are. And then, so color-wise, I do need to get this color again. Get this color again. That will, okay. Jeez. Sorry, hold on. That color will come up into, it is assisted, good. That color comes up into here. And there we go. And then we need to erase that color from here in the center of this. Yep, that's better. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Okay, you know what? I got way further with this than I expected to. Way further. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. Oh, it's right at an hour anyway. Perfect. So this is perfect. But that's great because that's... I really thought this was going to maybe be a complete junk stream where I didn't even get anything done and just kind of rambled. But honestly, oops, I meant to stop screen mirroring and I just started again. No, we're good. Thank you. This worked out really well. Really well. So I'm actually very happy with how that worked. Yeah, that's great. So I'm going to use Sun Ra as kind of my basis for where this is going to go. I don't know what the rest of it's going to look like, but yeah, if you never heard of it, go seek out Space is the Place. It's quite a movie. I'll say that. I mean, it's really something. Yeah. On that note, thank you for hanging out in the stream because this went very well compared to what I thought it was going to be. And yeah, we'll see where this piece goes. So I will plan to continue this on the next stream, which will probably be on Thursday. That is the plan at this point. So that's what I'm going to plan on. On that note, thank you for stopping by and hanging out in the stream. As always, if you're watching this later, thank you for watching this later. Didn't realize I had hit 50 subscribers. That's great. And I appreciate everybody who comes by, whether you're coming by live or later. It does not make any difference to me. I just appreciate people coming by and experiencing a little bit of creativity. And as I always say, go from here and find somebody else being creative and hang out with them for a while. And if there's a creator that you like and they make stuff that you enjoy, whether it's streaming video games or streaming whatever, just making stuff that makes you happy, then I would say try to support those people. I'm not talking about myself. I'm fine. But if some people are making something that you appreciate, show those people some support. And that doesn't have to be money. You know what? I'm going to fix that QR code is bugging me how close it is to the edge of the screen. So while I say this, I will move this because that's really just bugging me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The QR code to move. Why isn't it moving? Whoa, that's weird. Why is the QR code not moving? Huh. Unlock source. Wow, it's just kind of stuck there. Huh. I wonder why it doesn't let me move anything. Oh, there it goes. I have to use the arrow keys. Okay, that works. But yeah, if there's somebody who makes something that you like, then I would encourage you to support that person because, and like I said, it doesn't have to be money. There we go. That's much better. Almost. It could just be that you leave them a comment and say, hey, I really like your work. You'd be really surprised how much that means to people, but it really does. Again, I'm not saying for me, I'm fine. But there are a lot of people who, you know, they make stuff and they really don't know if anybody likes it. And it would really make their day if you left them a little note and just said, hey, you know, I like this stuff. You're making neat stuff. I like following you, subscribe, or whatever it is on the different platforms, wherever you find those people. I assume it's subscribe on everything, TikTok and Twitch and everything else. I think there's all subscriptions, or follow, whatever. But yeah, just leave them a comment if, you know, if that, it takes you 5 minutes to say, you know, hey, your work is, oh, hey, I'm just wrapping up my stream now, but thank you for stopping in. I was just saying to people to go and, after this stream, go find another stream with somebody who's doing something that you like and, you know, leave them a comment or like them or whatever it is. Like I said, all the different platforms have different names because it means a lot to people. So anyway, that's it. So thank you for coming by and have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And yeah, I think Thursday I'll be doing an earlier stream. That is my plan at the moment. So that is what I think I'm going to be doing. So thank you for being here and hanging around. And like I said, if you're watching this later, that's fine too. If you can come by live, great. If you see it later, it's the same thing. I don't cut anything. I don't change anything. It's the same exact thing. I just posted on YouTube later so that people who can't make it to the live streams can see it. Because it's all the same to me. I'm just happy that people stop by and see stuff. So anyway, have a wonderful rest of your whatever it is for you. Thanks for being here. And until the next stream, take care.